But now it's time to move on. We got Geeck-0 versus fhASSA. And this is going to be a pretty interesting one, right? It's going to be Italy versus Germany. Geeck-0 representing Italy, doing a fantastic job in the World Warrior events, right? Getting first 2 times over. He's entered at least 3 of them thus far. He's got first place in 2 of them, and he's got second place at 1 of them. I think in the second World Warrior event, he actually didn't show up, which is exactly why he's currently second in the standing, right? Just below Garnett. But super insane to see his performance thus far. fhASSA representing that Urien, coming in from Germany. Really interesting to see what he's going to bring to the table, considering how much he's changed thus far with Urien specifically.
He is currently third in points for WW Germany. He got 7th at the last CPT. He's been around here for quite a while at this point, doing good work. Let's hear what Geeck-0 has to say. fhASSA is my next opponent. Correct. I studied him a lot the last 2 days. I'm confident to win. Hashtag a Cammy queen. So, look, it's not going to be the case of people coming in here and not knowing each other anyway, right? People in this region will have played against each other. Like, that's how it works on the internet. But it's great to see that he, in fact, has been really studying his opponent a lot, regardless, and that he feels confident to win. That's cool. For fhASSA, he says...
I love this one, by the way. I am the Lord of Tackles, and I want to see how wild he actually gets. With that in mind, I want to know if he actually favors maybe V-Skill 2 for the big tackle. Or sorry, V-Trigger 2 for the big tackle.
That would be sick.
That'd be kind of interesting. I don't know if he truly is the Lord of Tackles without utilizing V-Trigger 2, but we'll see how that plays out. His first Street Fighter ever was actually Alpha 2 on the PSP.
You know, we've had some weird ones that people have told us on this stream before, but that is one of the weird ones for sure.
I've definitely seen people talk about playing World Warrior, or at least like Super Turbo, at least. Yeah, it was Super Turbo on the Game Boy Advance.
Yes, that was quite a choice. Absolutely.
That was difficult.
So he does have Trigger too, and I've seen him do that a lot in the past. I don't know if that's like his only go-to, but I feel like when I've seen him play, it's basically been with V-Trigger 2.
Okay.
So yeah, that's really cool.
Yes.
It is a different option than
Lord
many Uriens will bring out. Yeah,
like
yeah. But it's a really effective V-Trigger, and I feel like for many characters, if they had this V-Trigger, they'd be stoked about it. It's only Urien, because he has V-Trigger 1 Aegis, that people don't tend to use it.
And he's the only one that rocks the glasses still. The story mode Urien outfit, I love that. This is him at the club, by the way. He's at the top. You see him at the very top of the stage. He's there.
Wow. Who knew?
I did.
I guess you did.
You see the harassment buttons too. This is the kind of character that Cammy is, being able to utilize a lot of like standing medium punches to keep the opponent in check, or at least fearful of normals. But fhASSA's done a great job of escaping the corner. With what now? The tackle. That's
true, although a couple of options to hit confirm into tackle, and didn't take either one fortunately for him. Geeck-0 finds it. The confirm is there into the corner yet again against this, unfortunately, no invul option character.
You saw one of the options exercise. The tackle from fhASSA gets severely punished. A big read on Geeck-0. Could be close to stun. Predictable side throw attack. Oh, here we go.
Not quite, not quite.
With the activation.
Looking for confirms. That's the idea here. And he has so much damage on deck if he finds the right intro to this. So Geeck-0 playing it super safely. That's a great choice.
And I love the jump back jab option, but still the EX dive kick. I feel like that was just at the point of activation for Geeck-0. So difficult for anybody to react, let alone fhASSA. I think jump was the option. He tried to jump back jab and maybe in reaction to it, but
it looked like stand roundhouse to me, which is a good anti-air, but also if he had meant to press roundhouse plus heavy punch, it might have been this. That was actually a ridiculous chase down. Hold on a second. That was amazing by Geeck-0.
Yeah, I'm seeing different things here. Here we go. The tackle out. Activation with the trigger. Oh, that's going to be huge.
Yeah, great corner carry. Good damage. He doesn't go all the way much into it. Saving some of it. And Geeck-0's doing a great job of being outside of that step kick. Yeah, look at this. Blocking them outside of their range entirely sometimes. Look at this. Oh, Geeck-0, come
nice
on.
And easy. Yeah, threading the needle there with a big whip punish, actually. Just getting past what fhASSA wants to do. But we're talking about the quarrel kick as the big contention point, I feel like, for offense. Like, fhASSA has made it clear that he wants to utilize this quarrel kick as his way to get in or maybe get a counter hit. But it's There's two things with it. One, it has a very long startup, so you can
sure.
kind of see it. It's very easy to kind of navigate your way around it. Get that whiff punish, right? Or you could forcefully move your way in so that if you block it, it's going to be punishable. So I don't know if you know, using that as like your point of contention should be like, you know, the way, right?
We
I feel
did
like
see him get whiff punished. You're right. That was whiff punished with drill, no less. Oh, come on.
Yeah, and
That's
we see
so
that one of the
good.
options, right? Jump back jab has been getting blown up now from Geeck-0. fhASSA needs to find another way around this matchup. And I haven't seen a lot of medium kicks utilized, right? That's one of the biggest things that people fear against Urien is standing medium kick, crouching medium kick. Oh, that's going to be huge. Damn!
Again, he's had that twice and no confirm into the tackle. So he goes in. He's somebody who has not missed. Okay.
The activation after the target combo, the roundhouse. He could have gone into anything off of that.
Yeah.
Or not anything, sorry. He could have gone into trigger 2 off of that specific.
Again!
Man.
The whiff punish on that has been huge for Geeck-0. His reactions, I'm super impressed by. Come on! No!
Back there will do it. You gotta be careful. On top of that coral kick. There we go. You're dead. fhASSA with a big opener off of what now? Low medium kick, right? Finally changing it up. Geeck-0 within that dangerous territory opted to just stay in there. As soon as he walked backwards, he got clipped. I love it, yeah. Jump back jab. Only when he sees Geeck-0 go airborne. That's got to be it.
And from a particularly close range, so that even if she does dive kick, it's no big deal.
I swear, if she does dive kick and it still recovers fast enough to like uppercut, I'd go nuts.
We saw that happen, but it wasn't uppercut, it was drill,
Yeah,
right?
drill.
Amazing.
Oof. That headshot could have been so dangerous. Forward throw now. Geeck-0 doesn't get really anything off of that. Doesn't really get anything outside of the corner when it comes to throws.
Beautiful.
I love that.
Just
Punishing
in case,
the
yeah.
recovery of the dive kick. Yeah.
Lots of resources though on Geeck-0's side. So really taking it to
No! What?
on both players' side. So that, although the headbutt has lost regular invul, and regular never had it complete, it's still unthrowable after the first few frames, and EX is just unthrowable entirely. So that's cool. I get he's looking for maybe like a throw bait there, but I think he beat a jump. I think that was Cammy in the air already.
100%. 100% it was.
Oh, man.
I mean, that's got to be... I mean, he is covering his bases with like trying to like maybe blow up a throw or a delayed button, if anything. Just so happened to be a jump. The coral kick finds the mark. I love that he's still kind of throwing it out there. Not fearing getting whip punished.
Definitely some different choices in Geeck-0's Cammy than we tend to see. His whiff punish tool has been drill itself rather than like button into it. He's used V-skill more than many Cammys do. Uh-oh.
Missed input. And I think fhASSA was ready for it regardless. With that standing medium punch. Forward throw. Now you get okay. A big counter hit. Now we finally get that confirmed from fhASSA, but a slight button. A big interruption, I should say, from Geeck-0.
Okay, so after the grab, kind of weathered the storm. fhASSA now needs to find the hit. Some activation. If Geeck-0... No!
No, nothing. That was it. That was it for Geeck-0. He actually could have got the W already. Oh, no, sir. Not for free. A heavy price to pay. You're trying to get a big block swing against Geeck-0. A significant gap in between. I think it maybe like EX uppercut would have done it as well, but still taking the round down, no big deal for Geeck-0.
Yeah, and that way you're not even worried about the armor. Just blow it up.
Is there enough armor to absorb an EX uppercut?
Not well. It just depends on how many, on where it actually hits.
Okay.
It could hit with one.
And again, yeah, I think Fireball is going to be a pretty solid strategy too. Not having any meter for Cammy to kind of traverse past that. Ugh, that's kind of nasty.
Oh!
Do it again.
Outside of it, but it's nothing. EX is not enough. And a perfect, look at that. That is a 35-second perfect. You do not see them last that long very often. It's match point now for both.
Man's got the shades on, got a bright future. fhASSA looking to take it down against Geeck-0, especially with that perfect. Could be a huge blow to the mental. Geeck-0 now chasing down, yes, standing. Heavy punch finds the mark.
Yeah,
after a
we
dash.
haven't really seen him intentionally move forward that much like that. Kind of taking risk on the approach.
He just so happened to be coincidental with, or like in line with fhASSA moving backwards too.
Hey.
He wasn't really ready for it.
Confirms has been good this whole time for Geeck-0. Continues to be. Okay.
Back.
So fhASSA, well, again, would love to just activate into trigger 2 in a combo. Okay, he's got plus strength here anyway. Geeck-0's style all of a sudden overhead.
Jeez.
Boy, punishing the low block, expecting crouching medium kick or step kick.
Yeah. And this is kind of funky. fhASSA actually can only get that V trigger 2 off of a confirm, because if he tries to do it in a block swing, he's going to get blown up with either a critical art or something like that. That should be more than enough damage. Geeck-0 off of 2 lights and a dream. It's not quite dead yet.
That's not safe.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
you're actually dead.
He may be.
You're hella dead.
What? A tremendous turnaround.
Lord
So
of the tackles.
fast.
That was actually pretty unfortunate for Geeck-0. But man, that big opener for fhASSA, I love the fact that he didn't utilize V-Trigger 1 off of the first hit he got. He's like, I'm going to land this headbutt first, and then I'm going to have you fear the Oki instead. And then he actually got the big opener against Geeck-0 the second time around. That was, oh man, that was really, for lack of a better word, a big scramble.
It absolutely
big
was.
scramble.
And when I think back, and we're seeing part of the match here, when I think back to how Geeck-0 played, so strong in spacing, so strong in reactions. Those are really like the defining.
Oh boy, I was gonna say, like, yeah, it is a pretty big defining moment for Geeck-0 to get some of these big openers against fhASSA. But as David collects himself, and I get it, there was a lot of action on the screen for you to even try to get across, but that's just really unfortunate. Geeck-0 had the right ideas against fhASSA. We saw the slow adaptation. We saw the big changeup in what fhASSA wanted to utilize within neutral, right, and not getting punished as much, right? He had to actually sit and think about what his options were and what options were getting punished, and I love that adaptation. And again, that big entire sequence coming from the perfect to near-death experience to having those 2 last sequences open up Geeck-0 was super imperative for fhASSA, and just great work for keeping that composure all the way down to the end.